for episode 4, which aired in the long night on the right side of the frame. He's not immediately visible, but there, as the survivors look through more bodies, we see Ghost. He looks like kind of an end of a sheep almost, but hopefully we pray that's Ghost, who is in the role at least yet. HBO has released new photos from episode 4. They heavily overlap with what's seen in the teaser trailer. You could obviously just try and stare in the eyes of John and Cersei to figure out what their plan is, but we will have to see more about Ghost. Ghost is probably the least convincing setback, or least convincing survivor based on the trailer that we could really see. So, yeah, that is it for our coverage of this episode 4. And we're going to get into episode 3, and we're going to get ready for episode 4. And what to expect from it before we send you off on your way for the list for this week. All right, so the moment you all been waiting for, the Season 8, Episode 4 Game of Thrones trailer, official preview teaser, just 30 seconds. I'm going to break down every little bit of it that I can. All right. Open on a burning Winterfell, Cersei looking out over the Red Keep with Euron by her side. Troop movements unsullied, coming back into Winterfell after the war, extremely battered. We cut to Sansa and Arya looking kind of mournfully out of the field. I think there's going to be real, especially at least for the first half of episode 4, we're going to see somewhat of a reckoning, somewhat of a kind of a calming, a somber moment for the Northerners, for Daenerys, for everyone involved in the battle of Winterfell, who just kind of bury their dead, deal with them. And yeah, whether it be Missandei, whether it be Tyrion, probably going to not be thrilled with the loss of Jorah, Grey Worm as well. A lot of great respect for Jorah. Ed, John, and Sam probably going to have to deal greatly with his loss. Sam already knows. John, I don't think yet. So yeah, that's probably going to be something they're going to have to deal with. And I don't know if those Unsullied that we saw marching back into Winterfell are going to be moving at any time or any point in the near future.
Great War.
So Daenerys is saying, we have won the Great War.
Now we will win the last war.
She seems to be talking to her advisors in that trailer, in that clip, but in a really big and probably one of the most important scenes in the whole story, or in the whole trailer here, the whole teaser. There is a frame, like 2 seconds, where Daenerys raising her cup, smiling and standing with thunderous applause from what looks like a crowd of Northerners. That could be a really big deal because Daenerys, obviously, as we know, is struggling to get the Northerners behind her. And if she gets that, she could really see a unified front behind Cersei, behind everybody else. And I mean, the thing about the case she makes should be like, hey, we want to claim this world for ours. It's ours. We can do it. We deserve it. And let's take that. Let's take that. We should own that. We should do this. And this is our land. We deserve we could pay Cersei back. We got 2 dragons. We could really kick some ass here while we have the chance. They're going to face a tough match, obviously, with the Golden Company. But I don't know. Now that the Night King is gone, it really feels like their biggest threat's out of the way, and Cersei is just going to be a cakewalk because, as we know, Cersei, she tends to be a little bit problematic, at least thinking-wise, a lot of the time. So, yeah. Now we see Daenerys. It's going to be very interesting to see. I really am fascinated to see him. That's why I said it's the most important scene of the entire teaser. I'd really be interested to see what Daenerys has to say, possibly a return to form of her own kind of like flame-throwing, pun intended, freewheeling, kind of go by the seat of pants, trust your own instinct self. I mean, I'd like to see that, but I'd really be fascinated to see what she has Northerners up standing on their feet for, because like if you look at the trailer, it certainly appears like that. There could be some sort of bait and switch that I haven't really picked up on yet, because we haven't seen the episode, but it certainly looks like she has a crowd of Northern lords almost standing up on their feet and like beer flowing out. Oh my, it's a huge thing. She's smiling. Yeah, and it certainly looks like they're in a banquet hall in what looks like Winterfell. And everyone seems to be thrilled, like, which is really surprising. It's about halfway through the trailer, and it's like, what could she say to get everyone behind her like that? All right, there she's petting. Oh, a lot of things just happened there. She's petting her dragons. Her dragon looks like Drogon there. Arya making out with presumably Gendry. Very hard to tell. We see the scene with Ghost in it. Daenerys walking very purposefully as well. We got Euron on one knee. Arya looking scared. Jon Snow and Davos heading out. And Daenerys there assumably talking about Cersei, with Cersei like on the frame standing behind Euron, possibly receiving the Golden Company, maybe marching off to Winterfell. Who knows? So much could happen. All right, it's going to be a fun few days before the next episode. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see you back here when we discuss it all. It's The List.